Caliber, my goodness, were you sleeping? Hello, Mehran, he says. Just came home. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Good of you to join us. We missed you. And now that you're here, that is good. Caliber says, so my first question is, I have no motivation to study anymore, and I don't know if I should keep going. Well, did you have motivation to study before you now say you don't have motivation to study? I assume the answer is yes. So just as you had motivation before, and it has now changed to how you feel as you expressed it right now, that you don't have motivation, but you did have motivation, it changed to I don't have motivation, then what is to say that you will also change back to I do have motivation? But instead of waiting for that to benefit from the fact that you do have motivation again, if you stop this flow of education, flow of pursuing what you want to accomplish in your education, you will lose that opportunity when it comes and when it's changed to I have motivation to study again. But you didn't wait for it. You just cut it off and you took that chance away from yourself. So the fact that you don't have motivation now doesn't mean that that's how it's going to be tomorrow or next month or next week. Sometimes we don't want to do what we want to do, what we are supposed to do. We don't feel like it. But if we don't do it later on, when we say, oh, I wish I had done that because I can see how an important part of the foundation that what I want to build, it would have played in, but that time is too late. You missed that chance. So keep your head steady. Put the blinds on like a smart horse. You know why the horses, they put blinds on them when they're race horses or the horses, because they're pretty smart, capable horses. And their attention can figure out things because they're smart and they're curious and they want to figure out things. So their attention will be going to different places, which would lose the attention of what they're supposed to be focusing on, which is the race that they're running. And therefore they will be distracted, and they're fast runners, but because they will be distracted, they would not be focusing on the lane that they're running. They would slow down and they would not pay attention. They would not finish the race first or ever, because they're just going here, going there, and they're interested in this, interested in that, see what that is, I can understand that, I can learn that. So dissipating, I mean, just and they're not focusing, they're actually letting their attention to go to so many places. But they put these blinds on them, so they will be just seeing what they're supposed to be accomplishing, and they will go full force, and when they finish, they get this off, and they can now pay attention to others. The same thing you got to do now. I have no motivation for study is bullshit, because you know damn well that that study could be a difference between you having a job or an opportunity to make a business for yourself of some kind, because you have created that initial knowledge, general knowledge that is needed for you to have this carte blanche or ticket to play the game, to have the doors open for you, which the education itself might not, unless it's very focused on a certain sciences or certain subject, the education itself may not actually mean much, but the process of going through education, the fact that you've gone through the college or university and have gone through this process, you've learned how to learn. That's what university does. It may not give you what you need to make money with it, but what it does, it helps you to know that you can do things and you can learn things, and the process of learning, what efforts you got to put in it, how difficult, how shitty some subjects are that you can't even focus on them because you don't like them and you don't see their benefits or their uses, but you put yourself into discipline of doing it, forcing yourself to do certain things. It just gives you that training of I can do things, because there are many things in life that we may just decide, I don't want to do it. But that I don't want to do it, someday later we say, oh, I wish I had done it because that really could be helpful. So it's the know-how. So it doesn't matter if you have motivation for education or not. Have motivation to train yourself that you can do things, you can accomplish things, you can figure things out, you can endure things. And that's really what university is partly all about. So it's not, you're not there just for the education of it, you're there just to go through this whole bullshit of it, to to make yourself understand that you can deal with things, how bullshit they could be. But there are some courses that you could actually like too. So the combination of it is really representing what this world is all about. It's plus and minus, duality. It's a relative world. So there are good things and bad things, things you like and things you don't like. And the courses that you like, you'll do good, and courses that you don't like, you don't do good, and that's okay. But go through it, because later on you need that nonsense card to have doors open for you. You can have an opportunity for a job or something that you want to start, your career or something that you want to accomplish. This experience could be helpful. So don't make a judgment on it. Just keep going and put yourself through, put the blinds on and do that thing and finish it. When you did finish it, then you say, okay, I don't want to go any further because it's enough for me to know what to do now. I've got general knowledge and I've got this card that I can use to open doors. Yeah, I've got this certificate, bullshit thingy, whatever it is. Unless you're really focusing on chemistry or physics or things that you really need to get that, all that education focused on that in order to use it for your career later on in that field. So don't give up. You don't need motivation really. You just need understanding of why you should do that, why you need to do that, how it would be helpful, what departments will be helpful, what parts of this experience would be helpful. And that experience is what you need in order to know a little bit more about yourself and have experienced that, and then you'll be able to maybe deal with things a little bit differently. It's an experience, so time will pass. Go through it, get it over with, and then go on and see what things, and you will never look back and say, I should have done it or whatever. Tango says, thanks so much, you're welcome.